So I'm going to give you a quick breakdown of all the total free cash we got in the whole process. What if I told you we got over £31,000 for free support to buy our first home? I am Yomi. If you're new, welcome to the channel. I share content relating to finances, investment, and career. If this sounds like something interesting to you, kindly hit the subscribe button, like this video, and share to anyone you know that is thinking or considering buying a house for the first time. Over a third of adults in the UK have less than 1,000 in savings, and the average first-time buyer deposit is around £54,000 in the UK. For many, this idea of buying a home feels totally out of reach, or rather not possible. In today's video, I would walk you through exactly how we made it happen, step by step. If you are a first-time buyer in the UK, this could literally save you thousands of pounds. So please watch till the end and stay tuned. I'm going to share some of the preparatory steps we took in buying our first home. The first step was for us to try and understand the house buying process. And we achieved this by doing a lot of research online. We watched a couple of videos on YouTube, on TikTok, and all that kind of gave us a broader experience on what the process is all about. And we also learned from other people's mistakes, challenges they shared, and that helped us to really prepare well. So from the onset, we knew what we're going into and we were well prepared on what to look out for in the entire process. Secondly, we try to put our finances in order. For us to buy this house, we're able to sit and agree on what range of house in terms of cost are we looking at. And for us, we looked at the range between 250,000 to 350,000 pounds, because of course we didn't want to be house broke. um, you know, in buying these homes, on paper, you can get it right to say, okay, in terms of my finances, I can go for this mortgage, I can go for this particular house. But in our case, and in the reality sense of things, we have to factor in other important financial commitments, such as other bills that we'll be paying. Lifestyle, of course, you have lots of celebration, vacations, family outing. We need to, factor that into this plan. And secondly, we didn't really want to max what we are able to get from a lender, because of course it gives us that room to be able to have extra saving to also do other investments here in the UK. The third step that forms part of the preparation phase for our buying our first home is plan your deposit. Of course, for us, we reached a decision to say, okay, we're going to get at least 10%. The reason is we wanted a situation where we'll get a good or better deal for our mortgage, and the higher the deposit you have, the better the deal. So that's one of the factors that made us look at 10%, and um, with that, it's going to give us a better deal. Just a bit of an illustration here. In the whole house buying process, the higher your deposit, the better the rate you're going to get, and also Of course, you get a better deal in terms of what you're going to pay back on a monthly basis. It will be lesser. So somebody that is dropping 15% is going to have a better deal than somebody dropping, let's say, 10 or 5%. And that's how it works. So the fourth step we looked at as part of preparation for buying our first home is to build our credit score. We came into the UK on a student visa, and so we needed to build it from the scratch. Part of what we did to build the score is firstly, we registered on the electoral roll. This has the ability to skyrocket your scores really fast. We also paid our bill on time and ensure that there are no any missed payments at all, as this has a way of kind of spoiling your credit history. Another thing we did that was really helpful for us was to get credit cards. Myself and my wife, we got different credit card. Each of us got credit card, and what we did for the credit card is we tried to maintain usage below 25% of the approved amount. Um, and having done that, we also ensured that every money, every penny we are owing the credit card is paid up at the end of each month. Let me just give an example. For example, if you're giving a credit card where you can borrow as much as £1,000, I would advise you don't spend above 250 and try as much as you can to pay back within the month. This will have a way of proving to these lenders that you are really um, prudent with your spending, and of course it will boost your scores drastically. So in addition to keeping to the 25% limit, and as well as paying up at the end of every month, we also set up a standard to only spend or use up what we already have in cash. This is because the essence of collecting this card is just for us to boost our credit history very quickly. So for any money we're spending in the credit cards, there's already a cash that we have for it to be paid back. So I'll move to step two. After the preparatory phase, we open the LISA account. This is an account you can open, especially when you are within the age range of 18 to 39 years, and of course, you're resident in the UK. For this account, you contribute for every amount you put into this account, you're going to be getting 25% of that amount as a bonus or contribution from the government, the UK government. For example, if you're able to put in, let's say, £1,000 in a financial year, it means at the end of that financial year, you're going to be getting 250 pounds added by the government. This was a really good scheme that really helped us, to have lots of free cash coming in to support the whole deposit process. So in our case, my wife and myself, we opened a separate Life ISA account, and over time, we were able to save as much as £21,000 combined. And based on that, the government added 66,500 being added. For this account, there's no specific limit to what you would need to start one, and this account has to be valid or active for a period of 12 months before you can use it to buy a home. So I would want to encourage you, no matter how little you can start, You can start with as little as £5, £10, £15. The goal is to just activate the account for it to start running before you start saving. So, still on the LISA account, I would like to just share some practical tips that can work for you. Um, you can set up a direct debit. Let's say every month you set up a direct debit to pay 333 pounds 0.33 per month, and with that you're going to be contributing on a monthly basis. It just goes out just like your normal bills you pay in your house, and with that you're going to be able to max that amount, which is 4,000 each year. It runs between April to April, meaning it runs from, let's say, April 2025 to April 26, which constitutes a financial year. Um, I just want to add that there are conditions that are very crucial to take note of when opening this account. If you withdraw this money for anything else other than buying your first home or for retirement or wait for a retirement purpose, you're going to be fined 25%, and this is really much. Um, Also, the payment of this money usually goes to your solicitor. The government will pay it to your solicitor when you want to buy your first home. However, if you decided not to go for your home with that money, of course, that money can be added to your retirement money at the end of the day. So it's really a good scheme to look at. We got £6,500, which is really much to, and it really boosted our house buying deposits strongly. If you have been watching up to this point and you're not subscribed or following this page, please kindly hit the subscribe button. What are you waiting for? Find a developer with incentives. This is where it really gets interesting. In our case, the developer contributed 5% towards our deposit, and this is approximately about 13K. That's £13,000, which is really much. Other free home upgrades from the developer includes the flooring and turf for the garden, £600, £6,000, integrated dishwasher, £479, and the integrated fridge freezer, £800, spotlights for the kitchen and toilet, £500, and one important part I love so much is the wardrobe, a 3-door mirrored wardrobe, £2,500. We didn't just select or pick um, mortgage with the lowest rate, but we also looked at other extras, and as a result, we got £1,350 cashback from our lender, and this came as a result of us paying the mortgage product fee, which costed us £1,000, and in return we got a cashback of 1,350, meaning we got free £350. Um, like I shared earlier, apart from this £350 that we got, this same lender paid up the 1,000 fee to the mortgage advisor we worked with, meaning in all, from our mortgage lender, we got a total of £1,350. So I'm going to give you a quick breakdown of all the total free cash we got in the whole process. From the developer contribution, we got 5%, which is about £13,000. From the lifetime ISA, we got 6,500, my wife and myself. Mortgage cashback, we got £350. It's actually 1,350. Of course, we paid in 1,000. So looking at the difference, is £350. Mortgage advisor fee came for free, £1,000. The Valentine package, £200. And other free home upgrades that came from the developer, which we also want to add to the list, is flooring and garden turf came at the cost of £6,000. Integrated dishwasher came in for £479. Fridge freezer, £800. Spotlight in the kitchen and bathroom, £500. And the bit I love so much is the wardrobe. I love storage so much. Okay, we got a 3-door mirrored wardrobe, £2,500. So overall, the total money we got is about £31,000. Again, all this I would say happened because we were able to compare lenders, that's one, carefully, and we also asked questions, and that's why we're able to enjoy this package from the lender. And finally, buying your first home is a big deal, but note that there are helps out there. You just need to be proactive, ask the right question, and take your time to plan properly before going into it. If this video helped you, drop your question, comment below, and make sure to subscribe and like and share this video, especially for anyone that is planning or looking to buy their first home anytime soon, as this will really save that person lots of pounds or thousands of pounds. Just a disclaimer, this is not a financial advice. I am just sharing what worked for us based on our own experience. And I really want to thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.